Well, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Let's try that again. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Welcome to St. Patrick's. We're very grateful that you're here, and we welcome those of you who are joining our live stream this evening as we celebrate Irish music. Irish music is something that has always been close to my heart. I'm very grateful for all the musicians who are up here with me, who have not only taken the time to learn some of these songs, some of them are my favorite songs, but they've taken the time to really study the genre and really kind of get into some of what's behind some of the music. And of course, it goes without saying that we do this music with respect for not only the artists who wrote these songs, but for the culture from which they come. And we hope we do a good job. So we're in a church, obviously, but feel free, a lot of this music would be played in pubs, so feel free to walk around, dance around. If you have little children, they can feel free to run around and, do what you would, well, maybe I shouldn't say do what you would do in an Irish pub, but just have fun. We're all here to celebrate Irish music. This first song is a song of Irish emigration. It's called Paddy's Green Shamrock Shore. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Then that teardrops fall. I'm on my way to America. Will I ever see my homeland once more? For now I leave my own true love on Paddy's green shamrock shore. The ship she lies at anchor now, she's standing by the quay. Many fortune bright shine down each night as we sail across the sea. Many ships have been lost, many lives have cost on our journey that lies before me. With a tear in my eye, I'm bidding goodbye to Paddy's green shamrock shore. From Derry did we set sail, it being the 4th of May, on a sturdy ship to cover the trip across to America. Fresh water then did we take in, 100 barrels or more, for feared we'd be short for reaching port far from the shamrock shore. So fare thee well, my own true love, I think of you night and day. A place in my heart you will surely find, although I am so far away. Though I am alone and away from home, I think of the good time before. Until the day I make my way to Paddy's green shamrock shore.
Okay, so this is a traditional song from the County Tipperary, and the version I know is by Mick Maloney, who is a great singer and mandolin player and guitar player and musicologist. And in this song, Darby O'Leary is a boss who's not very kind to his employees, we'll say, at the very least. So this is called the Galbally Farmer. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
One evening of late as I happened to stray to the county Tipperary, was making me way to dig the potatoes and to work by the day. I hired the Galbally farmer. I asked him how far on the road we might go, the night being dark and the north winds did blow. I was hungry and tired and my spirits were low, for I got neither whiskey nor cordial. He gave me no answer, but mounted his steed. To the Galbally mountains he bolstered with speed, and surely I thought that the old heart would lead to be trudging behind that old miser. We came to a dwelling, I entered it first. It seemed like a kennel or a ruined old church. Says I to myself, I am left in the lurch, in the house of old Darby O'Leary. It was Michaelmas night, to a hearty good supper did we invite. A cup of sour milk that would physic us night, 'twould give you the trotting disorder. Those wet old potatoes would poison the cats, and the barn where me bed was, 'twas covered with rats. It was little I thought it would ever be my lot to lie in that hole until morning. By what he had said to me I understood. Me bed in the barn, it was not very good. The mattress was made in the time of the flood, and the quilts and the sheets in proportion. 'Twas on this old master I looked with a frown, when the straw was brought out for to make me shake down. I wish I had never seen Galbally town, or the sky above Darby O'Leary. I've worked in Kilconnell, I've worked in Kilmore, I've worked in Knockkenny and Shanballamore. in palace and nigger and solo and more, with deceased and respectable farmers. I've worked in Tipperary, the Rag and Rose Green, the Mount of Kilfingal and the Bridge of Eileen. But such woeful starvation I never had seen as I got from old Darby O'Leary.
Nice job, Dee. All right, Katrina's gonna sing a song now. This is a song from Karen Casey called The King's Shilling.
Deacon Chris gets all the fun ones and I get all the really sad ones. Sorry in advance.
My love has left me with bareness wild, and that's the last of him I ever saw. He joined the army and marched to war. He took the shilling, and he's off to war. Come laddies, come, hear the cannon roar. Take the king's shilling and you're off to war. Well, did he look as he marched along, with his kilt and sporran and his musket gun? The ladies tipped him as he marched along. He sailed out by the broomy law. Oh, the pipes did play as he marched along, and the soldiers sang out a battle song. March on, cried the captain gay, for king and country, we will fight today. Come laddies, come, hear the cannons roar. Take the king's shilling and we're off to war. The battle rattled to the sound of guns, and the bayonets flashed in the morning sun. The drums did beat and the cannon roared, and the shilling didn't seem, much worth the war. Come laddies, come, hear the cannons roar. Take the king's shilling and you're off to war. Well, the men they fought and the men did fall, cut down by bayonet and musket ball. Many were those brave young men, would never fight for the king again. Come laddies, come, hear the cannon roar. Take the king's shilling and you're off to war. Come laddies, come, hear the cannon roar.
I'd like to say the next one is more uplifting, but it's really not.
Come on, these are great songs. So this is interesting. So Deacon Chris is our historian. When we think of, you might hop on the microphone so everybody can hear. When we think of Irish immigration to the United States, we often think of Boston or New York or Philadelphia, but some of the more colorful characters from our kind of Wild West mythology were immigrants, right?
Oh, yeah.
Were Irish immigrants.
Absolutely.
So this is a song by Steve Tilston, who's an Englishman. So this is a song written by an Englishman about an Irishman becoming an American. So it's kind of a funny.
Oh, that's interesting.
Okay. This is called Slip Jigs and Reels by Steve Tilston. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. He was barely a man in his grandfather's coat, sewn into the lining a 10-shilling note. Goodbye to the family, goodbye to the shore. Till I taste good fortune, you'll see me no more. Well, the boat on the ocean, it tossed like a cork. Then one fine morning they sighted New York, and he stood on the gangplank and breathed in the air. Hello, land of plenty, I've come for my share. And he did like the ladies, the rise and the fall of their ankles and dresses down on the dance floor, and rolling the dice and spinning the wheel. But he took most delight in the slip jigs and reels. They would talk of a pistol and some say a knife, but all are agreed there was somebody's wife. Some kind of commotion and a terrible fight. He left one man dead and ran into the night on a train to St. Louis, just one jump ahead. He slipped one eye open, a 6-gun in bed, and he dreamed of the mountains and the green fields of home, while crossing the plains where the buffalo roam. And he did like the ladies, the rise and the fall of their ankles and dresses down on the dance floor, and rolling the dice and spinning the wheel. But he took most delight in the slip jigs and reels. A hard thing to bear. Mothers pour scorn and young children they stare, but he found consolation in flash company. Your life ain't so bad with the girl on your knee. Well, they called him the kid, and by age 21 all that he knew was the power of the gun. And by age 23 he'd shot 5 men down who got in his way as he rambled around. And he did like the ladies, the rise and the fall of their ankles and dresses down on the dance floor, and rolling the dice and spinning the wheel. But he took most delight in the slip jigs and reels. Yes, he took most delight in the slip jigs and reels. Thank you. Okay, so this is a fun one. This is Deacon Chris is going to sing something that I heard by this group called 4-Star Trio, and it's called the Hymn to Saint Finbar. 2.
Talk of the saints and the scholars whose names we all learned in school, for found Europe in sin and in squalor, and brought it to order and rule. A fig for these globe-trotting clerics, St. Ronan, St. Brendan, St. Gall. The man who gave women hysterics was Finbar, so handsome and tall.
You can keep St. George and his dragons, St. Pat with his shamrocks and snakes, for drinking the quarts and the dragons, St. Finbar the trophy must take.
While others were off gallivanting in Brussels, Berlin, and Paris, Finbar in his vespers was chanting at home in his church by the Lea. His miracles all were astounding, but surely all his great work, his finest achievement was founding the beautiful city of Cork.
You can keep St. George and his dragons, St. Pat with his shamrocks and snakes, for drinking the quarts and the naggins, St. Finbar the trophy must take.
Above in Kilkenny, at hurling had made quite a name. He suffered an awful shock when he took on our Finbar at the game. St. Finbar he hurled like a lightning, by pulling first time low and high. He gave the poor man such a frightening, he thought that the doomsday was nigh.
You can keep St. George and his dragons, St. Pat with his shamrocks and snakes, for drinking the quarts and the naggins, St. Finbar the trophy must take.
At bowling he cut quite a figure, on tarmac, on gravel or sods. Men who were many times bigger he beat with incredible odds. At draw nuts and racetracks and meetings, his dogs always won with a will, and ever since then there's no beating the dogs of the boys of Fairhill.
You can keep St. George and his dragons, St. Pat with his shamrocks and snakes, for drinking the quarts and the naggins, St. Finbar the trophy must take.
Incensed with the heavy taxation on brandy and spirits and wine, Finbar gave his dispensation to all without penance or fine. So the hills of West Cork were infested with men making poteen and rum, which then they consumed and digested to make themselves totally numb.
You can keep St. George and his dragons, St. Pat with his shamrocks and snakes, for drinking the quarts and the naggins, St. Finbar the trophy must take.
Old Finbar, being always ambitious and eager to taste the smathing, in a way that was most serendipitous, he founded the still at Gauguin. The stuff that he made was delicious and eagerly sought and imbibed, but delivered an impact so vicious that no one who drank it survived.
You can keep St. George and his dragons, St. Pat with his shamrocks and snakes, for drinking the quarts and the naggins, St. Finbar the trophy must take.
Conclave inside St. Peter's, the cardinals they said with one voice, as they quaffed the red wine by litre, that Finbar for Pope was their choice. On hearing that he was elected and urgently summoned to Rome, St. Finbar the job he rejected, remarking there's no place like home.
You can keep St. George and his dragon, St. Pat with his shamrocks and snakes, for drinking the quarts and the Nice job. So we're going to do an instrumental now called Zephyr's Fancy. So this is a traditional American song that the Irish group Conla has kind of made their own. And it's called Wayfaring Stranger.
I am a poor wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world alone. There is no fear, nor toil, nor danger in that bright land to which I go. I'm going there to see my mother. I'm going there no more to roam. I am just which I go. I'm going there to see my mother. I'm going there, no more wrong. I am just going over Jordan. I am just going over home. I'm going there to see my mother. I'm going there, no more road. I am just going over Jordan. I am just going over home. I am just going over Jordan. I am just going over home.
Deacon Chris is going to do a solo number called Sick Note, the Sick Note.
Right now? Dear sir, I write this note to you to tell you of my plight. And at the time of writing, I am not a pretty sight. Me body is all black and blue, me face a deathly gray. And I write this note to say why Paddy's not at work today. While working on the 14th floor, some bricks I had to clear. Now to throw them down from such a height was not a good idea. The foreman wasn't very pleased, he being an awkward sod. He said I'd have to cart them down the ladders in me hod. Now, clearing all these bricks by hand, it was so very slow. So I hoisted up a barrel and secured the rope below. But in me haste to do the job, I was too blind to see that a barrel full of building bricks was heavier than me. So, when I untied the rope, the barrel fell like lead, and clinging tightly to the rope, I started up instead. Well, I shot up like a rocket, till to my dismay I found that halfway up I met the bloody barrel coming down. Well, the barrel broke me shoulder as to the ground it sped, and when I reached the top I banged the pulley with my head. Well, I clung on tight, though numbed with shock from this almighty blow, and the barrel spilled out half the bricks 14 floors below. Now, when these bricks had fallen from the barrel to the floor, I then outweighed the barrel and so started up once more. Still clinging tightly to the rope, I sped towards the ground, and I landed on the broken bricks that were all scattered round. Well, I lay there groaning on the ground. I thought I'd passed the worst, when the barrel hit the pulley wheel and then the bottom burst. Well, a shower of bricks rained down on me. I hadn't got a hope as I lay there moaning on the ground. I let go the bloody rope. The barrel then being heavier, it started down once more and landed right across me as I lay upon the floor. Well, it broke 3 ribs and my left arm, and I can only say that I hope you'll understand why Paddy's not at work today.
Thank you, Deacon Chris. So we're gonna actually, we're gonna do a song that we can all sing together, hopefully. the unicorn song. This one's the green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpty-backed camels and some chimpanzees, the cats and rats and elephants, as sure as your Lorne. The loveliest of all was the unicorn.
A long time ago when the earth was green, there were more kinds of animals than you'd ever seen. They'd run around free while the earth was being born, but the loveliest of all was the unicorn. There were green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpty-backed camel and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants, but sure as you're born, the loveliest of all was the unicorn. Now God seen some sinning, and it gave him a pain. And he says, stand back, I'm going to make it rain. He said, hey, brother Noah, I'll tell you what to do. Build me a floating zoo, and take some of them green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpty-backed camel and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants, but sure as your Lord, don't you forget my unicorn. Now Noah was there to answer the call. He finished up making the ark just as the rain started falling. He marched in the animals 2 by 2, and he called out to thee went through. Hey Lord, I got you green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpty-backed camel and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants, but sure as so forlorn, I just can't see no unicorn. Then Noah looked out through the driving rain. Them unicorns were hiding, playing silly games, kicking and splashing while the rain was pouring. Oh, them silly unicorns. There were green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpty-backed camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants, but sure as your Lord, we just can't wait to go unicorn. Now Noah cried out the driving rain, close the door, 'cause the rain is pouring. The ark started moving, it drifted with the tide. Them unicorns looked up from the rocks and they cried. The waters came down and sort of floated them away. That's why you never see a unicorn to this very day.
To see some
Green alligators and long-necked geese, some humpty-backed camels and some chimpanzees, some cats and rats and elephants, but sure as you're born, you're never gonna see no unicorn.
I don't know what. Yeah. You'll never hear a version like that.
Never.
of the unicorn.
Never. Nope.
Okay, so we're going to play some reels for you now. Feel free. If you need to use the restroom, there's restrooms right in the chapel. There's restrooms downstairs.
It wasn't that bad.
No.
It really was that bad.
Okay, so this is a song that most of us should know. Well, just from hearing on the radio so many times. So this is the Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot, which we've kind of Celticized a little bit. Not that it needed much help. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the end in Fitzgerald. The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never give us up or dead when the gales of November come early. Okay, we're going to have you sing again. But this...
Did you mean me?
No.
Oh, okay. Did you think that's advisable?
Okay, so this is one of my favorite songs. So this is an English song, just to keep the happy songs rolling. You know, the good feeling songs and the positive stories.
Trying to rebuild after that.
Yeah.
No, I hear you.
So this song is called Willie's Lady. So this is one of the ballads of Francis Childs. There are many different Childs ballads, and they're really beautiful stories. This one's called Willie's Lady. In a lot of these old ballads, the mother-in-law or father-in-law or brother-in-law,
Usually the mother-in-law.
she doesn't like her daughter-in-law very much, so she ends up putting some kind of a curse on her. And in this one, she puts a curse on her, so the daughter-in-law is pregnant, and she puts a curse on her that she's never going to have the baby, ever. She's going to just stay pregnant and turn to clay and die.
You did say this was going to be a happy song.
Right, it's a family song.
I don't.
So, yeah. But the verses go by quickly, so. But there is a happy ending. Thanks to
Can't wait for that.
Thanks to the queen that the mother-in-law doesn't like, she figures it out, and she tells King Willie what to do. He's distraught through the whole thing. But she tells him what to do, and to trick the mother into thinking that they've had the baby, and she's going to reveal her secrets when she sees this child and go, how did this happen? How did they figure out my scheme? So anyway.
You're probably not the best person to go to a movie with, are you?
No. No.
That's another story. All right, I don't know if I have this set up right. All right, I think that's it. All right, here we go. All right, hold on, I don't like that. King Willie, he sailed over the raging foam. He's wooed a wife and he's brought her home. He's brought her home all against his mother's will. His mother wrought her a wicked spell, and a wicked spell she's laid on her. She'd be with child for long and many's the year, but the child she would never bear. And in her bower she lies in pain. King Willie by her bedside he did stand, and down his cheeks salted tears did run. King Willie back to his mother he did run, and he's gone there as a begging son. Says, my true love has this fine noble steed, the likes of which you have never seen. And at every part of this horse's mane there's hanging 50 silver bells, and 10 hanging 50 bells, and 10. This goodly gift shall be your own, if back to my own true love you'll turn again, so she might bear her baby son. Oh, of the child she'll never lighter be, nor from my curse will she e'er be free. But she will die, and she will turn to clay, and you will
will wed with another maid. And sighing says this weary man is back to his own true love. He's gone again. I wish my life was at an end. King Willie back to his mother he did run, and he's gone there as a begging son. Says my true love has this fine golden girdle set with jewels all about the middle, and at every part of this girdle's hem there's hanging 50 silver bells and 10, hanging 50 bells and 10. This goodly gift shall be your own, if back to my own true love you'll turn again, so she might bear her baby son. Oh, of the child she'll never lighter be, nor from my curse will she e'er be free. But she will die, and she will turn to clay, and you will wed with another maid. And sighing says this weary man is back to his own true love. He's gone again. I wish my life was at an end. And up and spoke his noble queen, and she has told King Willie of a plan how she might bear her baby son. Says you must go get you down to the marketplace, and you must buy a ball of wax, and you must shape it as a babe that is to nurse, and you must make 2 eyes of glass, and ask your mother to the christening day, and you must stand there close as you can be, so she might hear what she did say. King Willie, he's gone down to the marketplace, and he has bought a ball of wax, and he has shaped it as a babe that is to nurse, and he has made 2 eyes of glass. He's asked his mother to the christening day, and he has stood there close as he could be, so she might hear what she did say, and how she spat and how she swore. She spied the babe where no babe could be before. She spied the babe where none could be before. Says who was it who undid the 9 rich knots braided in amongst this lady's locks? And who was it who the leather shoe untied from the left foot of his wedded bride? And who was it split the silken thread? The spider stretched all beneath this lady's bed. The spider stretched all beneath her bed. And it was Willie who undid the 9 rich knots braided in amongst this lady's locks. And it was Willie who the leather shoe untied from the left foot of his wedded bride. And it was Willie split the silken thread. The spider stretched all beneath this lady's bed. The spider stretched all beneath her bed. And she has borne him a baby son. And great are the blessings that be them upon. Great are the blessings them upon.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So just wanted to announce the winner of this today's calendar raffle. It's Carol Villowette. I was going to, congratulations. I was going to say your number, but we're live streaming, so I won't tell the number. But congratulations, Carol.
It's another happy song. It's called Who Put the Blood? It gets happier after this, I swear.
Oh boy.
Where have you been on a long summer's day? Son, tell it unto me. A fishing and a fowling in the fields and in the forest. Weary mother, let me be. Weary mother, let me be. Who put the
We're going to play a few more reels, and then we're going to end with a sing-along. So this is one of my favorite reels ever. It's called Over the Moor to Maggie. First, actually, we're going to have an air, Londonderry Air. Featuring Matt and Jillian. And then we'll go into Over the Moor to Maggie, into Star of Munster. Star of Munster. Okay. Jillian Martin and Matt Riley. So we're going to end with Wild Rover. And this is a song that we hope you'll all sing on. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more.
I've been a wild rover for many a year, and I've spent all my money on whiskey and beer. But now I'm returning with gold in great store, and I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I went in the alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady me money was spent. I asked her for credit, she answered me nay. Such a customer as you I can have any day. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I took from my pocket 10 sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes opened wide with delight. Says she, I've got whiskies and wines of the best, and the words you told me were only in jest. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more. I'll go home to my parents, confess what I've done, and I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And when they've caressed me as often before, I never will play the wild rover no more. And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more.
One more time.
And it's no, nay, never. No, nay, never, no more will I play the wild rover. No, never, no more.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone, for coming out and celebrating Irish music with us tonight. I want to introduce first Deacon Chris, our wonderful deacon. Katrina Ireland Bilodeau, who happens to be my wife. I'm very proud of that. Bert Baldarelli on percussion, or Bodran, that's how you pronounce it? Bowron.
Well, that's very Irish.
Matt Riley on whistles. And the indefatigable Jillian Martin on violin, fiddle, violin. Thank you to all of you for coming out and supporting us. For those of you who watched us at home, thank you for watching us. Please stay tuned for more great stuff from St. Pat's, and we'll see you next time. God bless you. Also would like to thank Sean, our AV ministry, Sean and his team. Thank you very much. Nice job, everyone. Sorry that I screwed up many times.
I didn't hear it.
I think I got the